Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm wearing the same thing from the the last story time, but I'm literally trying to just film what I can in a day because there's really no point in me filming it on its separate days when I can just tell it on one day. So this is the story time of basically when I was bullied by girls because the main girl thought I wanted her man. So this is another story time that happened in year 7. So basically, as I said in the last video, me and my friends, we had crushes on boys in year 11. So there was one boy in particular that we really liked. What can I call him? Spotty. We just call him Spotty because he did have quite a lot of spots. So we'll call him Spotty. So there, Spotty. There was one time, I don't know how I'd gotten it, but basically I had his MSN. I don't know how. Honestly, year 7, we were a bunch of weirdos. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We were like weirdos. So I'm not even surprised that we ticked off a lot of people. But I don't know why. I was always the main target. I don't know why it was always me. And it's literally, it was just so frustrating. Everything was always me. I always had to be at the center of drama. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, I had his MSN. So we started talking on MSN, just harmless conversation. You know, I'm in year 7. I'm like this innocent child. It was literally just normal conversation, talking about school, talking about life. It was literally, that was it. And then now looking back, it was very weird because he was basically like asking me what I looked like, which was understandable to like know who he was speaking to, but the detail they were requiring was a bit much. So they were like, I think they were like asking like what my hair was like and stuff like that. And I'd had camera in my hair, and I think the back was braided, and then I had beads at the end because I think the next day was Ghana independence, so my mum had put beads of the Ghana colours. So I basically just told him, yeah, my hair is like this, I've got beads in my hair, blah blah blah. Now looking back, I know it was that witch, that useless witch. So yeah, we're talking to MSN, so cool. The next day, me and my friends are walking, and there's quite a few of us, so we were basically kind of like in a line, and we were just walking through the playground. I can't remember where we were going, maybe to our next lesson, or we were just walking in the playground, I can't remember. But yeah, we're walking in the playground, and then some of these year 9 girls were coming towards us. So one of them is walking towards me, so then I move out of the way to go around her, and then she walks in front of me. So then that's when I knew, okay, she's coming up to me. So then she was like, oh, are you so and so, just basically like telling me that I've been speaking to a man on MSN and blah blah blah. And then she was like, oh, look at you dirty sket with your skirt bare short. Bear in mind, I was in year 7. Year 7, we used to have our skirts down to our knees, no, our ankles. Like, the skirt was long. I'm telling you, my skirt was long. I looked like a flipping nun. That's how long my skirt was. All of our skirts were long. Our ties were perfect, blazer perfect, uniform perfect, tip-top shape, because it was year 7. This girl, her skirt was looking like a belt, and she had the cheek to come and tell me that I'm a sket because of my skirt. Honey, look in the mirror and check yourself before you come and insult someone else. Bearing in mind, she got caught having sex with this guy in the school toilets. So respect yourself, honey, and don't come for me. Check yourself. Like, the actual cheek. Obviously back then I wasn't thinking that, because I was just literally scared. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, what did I do? Kind of like, you know, you're just so innocent. But obviously, because her boyfriend was a little paedophile, sleeping with a 13-year-old when he was, what, 16, she was there thinking that, oh, he's gonna move on to someone even younger. Year 7, like, please. I had a crush on him, but I wasn't stupid. I knew fully well that that would never ever happen. So yeah, after that, she just basically, like, every time she saw me, she'll make stupid little comments, or she'll give me a dirty look. There was one time I was going to form class, and she asked me, oh, do you like your shoes, or something like that. And it got to the point where she was making so many comments all the time, and they were asking me these dumb questions. Her and the little twins that she used to hang around with, it was like a little clique, just the three of them, her in the middle with the twins on the side looking like Mean Girls or something. And yeah, they just used to ask me like silly questions. So it got to a point where I used to always be like, huh, like pretend that I couldn't hear, and they would never repeat themselves, never. They'll just be like, oh, never mind. They'll never repeat themselves. So that's what I used to do, because I knew they wouldn't repeat what they were going to say. But I heard everything, but I'll just be like, huh. So it was such a habit that even up till now, sometimes someone will say something and I'll be like, huh, even though I've already heard, and then I'll answer it afterwards, or I'll just let them repeat themselves. So trust me, a lot of the time I do hear. It's just that it's become such a habit from when I was bullied, just to ignore what they're saying, that it's just something that I've continued doing, which is sad, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, so they just used to make silly comments. So at first it was like, yeah, like it wasn't that bad, because at first it was just like dirty looks and stuff whenever she saw me. But then the comments started after, when I slapped my ex. So basically, we were in the playground and he was just traumatizing me as he usually does. I think he tried to grab my bag. Honestly, my memory is like, I've just blocked out so much of the traumatic experiences that it's just like hazy. But I think he tried to grab my bag, and obviously I'm pulling my bag back. I wouldn't let him take it, and he had the nerve to spit on me. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I can handle disrespects, I can handle people being rude, I can handle people giving me dirty looks, whatever. But the one thing I will never tolerate is for someone to spit on me. Your dirty, filthy mucus. I don't know what is up in your mouth, what bacteria, what viral infection, and you're coming to phlegm up your nastiness and put it on me. Nah. That was the final straw for me. I literally got my hand and I slapped him so hard, like you could literally hear it. My friends were on the other side of the playground. They came running because they heard the slap, and obviously they wanted to know what had happened. That's how loud the slap was. You could hear it from the other side of the playground. I'm telling you, I do not play when it comes to spit. You spit on me, I promise you, I don't care how big you are. If you're a man, a woman, whoever you are, you spit on me, you get a slap. So after I slapped him, I basically slapped him and scratched him at the same time. So I guess my hand must have curved, because I just literally slapped him, like I wasn't thinking about it. So he ended up with like a scratch on his ear. So as people were coming to see what was happening, the girls had come, and obviously they knew him, he knew everyone, which then made the situation 10 times worse, because this witch, we'll call her Medusa, that's what we used to call her. I did not name her. Oh, one of my friends named her. So they named her Medusa, so we'll call her that. So yeah, Medusa and her friends, they came, and then obviously they saw what happened, and they're like, oh my god, what did you do? Just, you know, sticking up for him, whatever. And then after that, that's what made things worse. That's when they started making comments all the time. And I remember I was walking with one of my friends after not after school, but after one of the lessons, and we were going to form for the afternoon registration, I think. And as we're walking, she looks back and she says, no, I look, I see Medusa there. I turned my head back, and my friend was like, Medusa screwed you. And I was like, oh, whatever, I don't care. And then obviously she saw that my friend had said something, and then I had commented on it, and obviously we just looked at her. So then we're walking, and then she runs up to me. She's like, oh, what did you just say? And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything. And she was like, what did you just say to your friend? I saw your lips moving, like causing like a little scene. So then a little crowd came. I was literally, oh, I'm telling you, secondary school at first was hell. Like it was hell. Like I had to stop myself, like I had to firm it from crying, because I cry when I'm sad, I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm angry, I just cry all the time. My star sign is a Cancer, and as I say, Cancers are emotional. I cry at everything. So just because I'm crying doesn't mean I'm scared or I'm intimidated. It could be just because I'm angry, I'll cry. So I had to stop myself from crying basically, and she was like, oh, she was like, I saw your lips moving, you said something to her, what did you say? Like just basically kept pestering me like about what I said. So I was like, oh, my friend said you screwed me, and I said, oh, and she was like, I can't remember what she said, but just basically made a dumb comment, and then she just left me to go. She's like, okay, whatever, go. So then we went to form, and yeah, I just had to stop myself from crying, because I was just literally like, I was fuming, because it's like, why is everyone just targeting me, kind of thing. It was just so annoying, because that boy, he wasn't the only one. There was other boys that used to do it, but then they stopped, and he's the one who carried on. And it was like, why was it just me? Because I wasn't the only quiet one. I wasn't the only one that could have been seen as an easy target, and it was just annoying. And then that stupid witch that I mentioned in the last video, the one that used to be my friend, she would just make things worse. Like, that was no friend. All she cared about was popularity and opening up her legs. That was it. Like, it was just it was a terrible experience. But yeah, that was pretty much it, because once she left, that was it. And when she left school, I'd actually seen her, and by that point I'd already built up, my attitude had built up, my confrontation had built up. Like I wasn't like as scared as I was before. So when I saw her, I gave her one dirty look. She didn't open her mouth to say nothing to me. And I even saw her, what, like 3 years ago or something, at a wedding. She saw me, she left the room. She left the room because she recognized me. I'm sure she recognized me. So now it's at that point where I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. And she looks exactly the same. It's not like she's this amazing, beautiful person. No. So, and look at me now. I've glowed up. She looks exactly the same. So, who's lost there? But, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I won't let bygones be bygones. Everything that happened in school has shaped me to the person I am today. And if it wasn't for those certain things, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So, it's honestly not an issue. I don't hold grudges against anyone, but I will never forgive her. The twins, they weren't as bad, so I'm not really fussed about them. But her, she was the main one. I will never forgive, and I will never forget. Honestly, because you just made my life hell for absolutely no reason, because you thought your paedophile boyfriend was into me, which was absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, that is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more. Bye.